Hello and welcome to the Lots of Opinion and Knowledge channel. Today I give you a small Iran war update and happy Easter, by the way. Before I give you my opinion, I want to show you some opinions of some experts. One was on Joe Rogan's podcast and they talked about the war in Iran.
What do you think is going to happen? You think we're going to be okay?
I hope so. Of course. I don't know.
Do you think about it?
I'm confused. I can't believe we went to this war.
What? You can't believe it, Joe? It's not like that Trump talked all the time about a regime change and bombing Venezuela, uh, invading Iran. Like, bro, just smoke less weed, okay? I couldn't believe it.
When we started bombing Iran, I was like, this can't be true.
And what about Lebanon now?
I know. Israel's invaded Lebanon. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, just fucking stop. Like, what do you need?
Well, they're trying to, supposedly, they're trying to stop the terrorists.
Yeah, that's crazy, though, if you're the fucking terrorist. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to stop them, fucking stand in front of the fucking mirror and start there.
I mean, good take from Theo, but they're both acting like they didn't endorse Trump. And Trump always said what he wanted to do. And they both endorsed him. And now, of course, Trump is unpopular. The war is unpopular. They have to backpedal, of course, like flip-flopping. But yeah, good take from Theo. Then our favorite president gave a speech about his plans about the war. And we know he never lies and he never had contact to Epstein and he's also not on the Epstein files. So we will believe him. Let's let him speak now.
We're going to hit them extremely hard over the next 2 to 3 weeks. We're going to bring them back to the Stone Ages where they belong. In the meantime, discussions are ongoing. Regime change was not our goal. We never said regime change, but regime change has occurred.
Cap.
Because of all of their original leaders' death. They're all dead. The new group is less radical and much more reasonable. Yet if during this period of time no deal is made, we have our eyes on key targets. If there is no deal, we are going to hit each and every one of their electric generating plants.
Well, he's announcing war crimes at the Zainil Grandpa.
Very hard and probably simultaneously. We have not hit their oil, even though that's the easiest target of all, because it would not give them even a small chance of survival.
If he would hit the oil, we will all suffer across the world, and the United States would suffer more because instability. You know, the high oil prices means high prices for gas, diesel, for everything. And but he's a billionaire and out of touch and senile, so he could care less. And yeah, but how is the war going? How is the war going? This is from CNN.
Confirmed a second U.S. jet shot down, this one an A-10 Thunderbolt known as a Warthog. The plane went down in the Persian Gulf. The pilot ejected and was rescued safely.
Wow. I mean, I don't know the plane. Maybe we have people here who know things about planes, but this plane sounds expensive. And here goes your healthcare.
A-10s have been flying multiple missions over Iran. It's a single-seater, and this comes following the shoot-down earlier of an F15. This one, a two-man crew. Search and rescue efforts began immediately. Those search and rescue teams were able to recover one of the pilots. The status of the second member of that crew is still unknown. Together, this shows that Iran continues to have a capability to take down and endanger U.S. aircraft, but it also fits with our reporting yesterday that it maintains significant missile capabilities to strike around the region a whole host of targets, including here in Israel, but also Iran's Gulf neighbors. CNN is now.
What? I can't believe it. Iran can strike US planes. I thought the United States has air superiority. I thought they have that. Sounds like they have bad intel, or they're lying. You know, they have more information than we do, and they told us that they have air supremacy there. So yeah, sounds like cap. And there is a rescue mission going on, and it's it was going on. It's very risky because you have to fly low. It's easier to shoot down a helicopter, for example, but the radars can't see you, but people have eyes, so they will see you and will try to shoot it down.
Search for a U.S. aviator missing in Iran is in its second day after their two-seater F-15 fighter jet was shot down behind enemy lines. The other crew member was rescued alive near the crash site in southern Iran on Friday. This video showing Iranian forces firing on U.S. helicopters during the dangerous rescue mission. Two Blackhawks were hit, with crew members suffering minor injuries, a U.S. official says. An A-10 Warthog supporting the rescue was also struck, but its pilot ejected safely over Kuwait before it went down. Now the U.S. racing against Iran to recover the second aviator. This morning...
Yeah, sounds like a expensive plane. Then President Trump announced that they rescued the pilots, and a lot of people don't believe him because he's lying all the time. And if you lie once, then nobody believes you. And then a lot of people waited for confirmation that they are for the thing that Trump said. So
news to report in an otherwise catastrophic and unlawful war in Iran. We'll take the good news where we can find it. The second crew member from that downed F-15E that was shot down over Iran, we can confirm has been rescued after a heavy firefight. U.S. officials have told that to Al Jazeera. State regime media, which calls itself Fox, has confirmed, and this has been independently confirmed as well by numerous other sources. The individual who survived, who was downed on this F-15E, is said to have suffered injuries. The extent of those injuries are not known right now. We'll get you that update when we can. So both missing crew members are now accounted for. They're rescued. They're safe. The extent of their injuries is not clear. Now, this rescued U.S. airman was hiding on an elevated ridge after hiking away from the wreckage of that F-15E when it was shot down over Iran. The individual put out an emergency beacon, according to state regime media, Fox News, and others, and that allowed special forces to do the extraction. Donald Trump made a post where Trump says, this proves our air superiority. Just want to fact check that before sharing with you his statement, because I think to the contrary, the fact that the F-15E and A-10 and two search and rescue helicopters were either shot down or suffered significant damage shows that there actually isn't air superiority. Also, I want to wait.
What? The president is lying? Not. I can't believe it.
Until we see the extent and severity of the injuries of the individual, of this airman who was just rescued. By all accounts, let's be very clear. This is good news in an otherwise catastrophic and unlawful war. My heart breaks that there are people who are, even having to fly missions at this point in this unlawful and catastrophic war that was about regime change originally, and now it's about opening the Strait of Hormuz when it was open before. Or maybe this war is now about rescuing this airman, but for the war wouldn't have been there in the first place. It's unclear what the objectives are other than Donald Trump's utter direct prearranged decisions or lack thereof each and every day. Folks, we have good.
So follow Midas Touch network. They're doing good journalistic work. I mean, they don't have to be there. The U.S. Army. It's an unnecessary war. Nobody wants it. Nobody is profiting of that war. Like the only people who are making now money are the people who has shares in oil companies and weapon manufacturers. So the average person don't have anything. Like they lose money because of the war. Everything is expensive and so on. It's an unnecessary war, and I will give the president free advice. Just cut a deal with Iran, and the Strait of Hormuz will open, and the oil prices will go down. Like, it's not looking like America is winning this America and Israel. And also talking about Lebanon, Israel gets their ass kicked in Lebanon. They're losing tanks, they're losing soldiers, and also the support for the war against Iran in Israel is wavering because they're getting hit with rockets, with drones, and they are not safe. Even in their bunkers, they are not safe because ballistic rockets can easily penetrate the bunkers. So even there, the support is wavering, and in America, it was never popular, and also a lot of countries don't allow the United States to use their airspace for military planes, like France, Austria, and a lot of more countries. So just cut your losses and make a deal with Iran. Like Iran is not like Iraq. I know it sounds similar, but cut your losses. Yeah. And the thing is, they don't lose the war only on the battlefield. They're also losing the propaganda war because they didn't build consensus, and it's an unnecessary war. And the Iranian government regime, call it what you want, they're using American tools. They're using AI for their propaganda, and they are winning. And both sides using AI. But I mean, I can show you the clip now.
Yo, Pete Hexes, this one's specially for you. You punk ass rapist bitch, straight from Iran. Your tattoo covered clown with that cafe ink on your arm. Think you a crusader? Nah, just a drunk infidel in a fake uniform. Trying to kill all Muslims, wasted in the hotel lobby. Sexual assault settlement in Monterey. Blocked the door, took a phone, paid her off quiet, cause Me Too was on. Now you secretary? What a joke, bro. Cheated on wives, multiple affairs, kids in the mix, family man, hell no. Handsy with women at Fox, drunk on the job, your own team say, yo, this dude toxic. Couldn't even guard Biden's inauguration, your own military said next. Book called American Crusade, dreaming holy war, but reality check. You just a failed vet, turned TV clown, slipping on your own mess. Trump picked you cause you kissed the ring, but wait, funny part ain't coming. The dude you sucking up for that secretary gig, Trump himself was Bill Clinton's top cocksucker, giving blue jobs back in the day. Real talk, you out here blowing for access, but he the original BJ queen. You thought our missiles max 2,000 kilometers? Cute, rookie mistake. We hitting the bow, worshiping Epstein Island crew, the ones who hurt the kids. Revenge for every American soul you and Trump's dirty crew oppressed and did. We taking payback for the girls you broke, the wives you broke, the Muslims you hate. Every victim screaming in the dark. Iran got you on the play. You threw everything at us, all your cards, all your might. We still operating on 10% power, laughing while you fight. We see everything, know every secret, every dirty Epstein link you hide. Where you least expected, in the shadows we ride, and no place to slide. This ain't full force, just a warm up. Persian flow with the wrath. Pete, you done roasted raw. Iran sending this heat. Feel the math. Drop the mic. Infidel clown. We come.
I mean, they're using all the weak points of the administration against them. Like Pete Hegseth is incompetent former Fox News host. Trump is the main character in the Epstein files, and they will use it against them. And they're using AI for that. And they're winning the propaganda war. And they also, like, Iran is not winning, but the United States is also not winning. Like, both sides have losses. And yeah, I hope they cut a deal. It's unbearable. I hope they cut a deal with Iran, and then we have back the status quo. But yeah, they're losing on the battlefield, and they're losing the propaganda war. Just cut a deal with Iran, hire Pete Hegseth, and the Dow is under 50 now. We can talk about Epstein files, and they're using it against the administration. So just cut a deal, man. If you liked that video, like, subscribe, share, and tell us what we can do better, and tell us what you want to, about the topic, what you want to hear about, and see you next time. Bye.